Friday night, championship night at Great Crossing High School in Georgetown, where the home team will be playing a championship doubleheader. First up, we've got the girls, and it's a 1-2 matchup. The second-seeded Great Crossing Lady Warhawks trying to dethrone the number 1 seed Franklin County Lady Flyers, 10-time and defending champions. Later on tonight, Great Crossing boys ranked first in the state, 20th in the nation, will go up against a team that's already been a giant killer once in this tournament, the Western Hills Wolverines. Shaping up to be a great night here on Cable 10. Glad you could join us. Welcome everybody to Great Crossing High School for the 41st District Girls Basketball Championship. Number 1 Franklin County, number 2 Great Crossing. Cal Oaks along with Meredith Plant. And Meredith, it has been a long time since anyone but Franklin County wore the crown as queen of the 41st District. We've had 3 presidents, 3 governors, and only 1 41st District champion since 2013.
Yes, but wouldn't it be kind of something if Great Crossing could pull out this win tonight, get the upset? But it's going to be a difficult task.
We would give anything for a close game on the girls' side, as people just at home saw the bracket. Franklin County by 50, count them, over Western Hills the other night, and then Great Crossing a substantial 30-plus point margin over Frankfort High. Here's some highlights from Franklin County on Tuesday night, and it was all Franklin County.
Franklin County just stole the ball over and over again.
That beautiful play. We saw each of the Kennedys in action there in transition, and then Western Hills just could not get the ball inside. Leah Hogan with a big boost off the bench, put that one away from Madison Jackson. Hit from outside as well. She was the player of the game. Coming off the bench, a little different role for her, but she did that last year in this championship game against Great Crossing and really was a deciding factor that night. The Lady Wolverines on Wednesday, slow start for the first couple of minutes and then went on a serious run, fueled by its seniors. First, Ava Skierman, number 22, and then Olivia Tierney, number 24. Skierman, 16 points, was the player of the game. Tierney had 6 steals to go along with her 13 points, and you see Nia Carr there hitting the foul line jumper, so the Warhawks showed plenty of balance. How about a 28-foot or so three-pointer at the buzzer from Ava Skierman? And Kendall Kearney, 8th grader, folks, here in a high school tournament. Skierman unstoppable on her way to the rim. Meredith, we talked off the air about, can we expect maybe any chance of a close game here? You look at the regular season, very one-sided the first time, 70-16. It doesn't get much uglier than that if you're Great Crossing. They moved here a month later, played at Great Crossing, a little better game, 71-51. But if you look back to last February at Western Hills, Franklin County had all it could handle. That was one of the closer title games the Lady Flyers have had.
I think the Lady Flyers are definitely going to come out with that full court press. We've seen it time and time and again from Joey Thacker's team. And that's kind of their bread and butter, is getting those steals and taking it down the court.
We'll have a word from our sponsors. We'll be back with the starting lineups and all the action from the 41st District Girls Championship. Stay with us, everybody.
Game of the Week is brought to you by David Tolles Auto Pro. You're in good hands with David Tolles Auto Pro. Bring your vehicle to us for the best repairs in the Frankfort area. 2 locations at 1348 Versailles Road and 515 Duncan Road. And check us out at davidtollsautopro.com.
In 1972, a young David Tolles vowed to jump the Kentucky River on his big wheel. He did not make it. We can rebuild him. We have the capability to make the world's perfect mechanic. Better, stronger, faster. David Tolles Tires and Auto Service on Duncan Road.
Game of the Week is brought to you by J.O. Osborne with the Franklin County Farm Bureau. The Franklin County Farm Bureau's J.O. Osborne wishes all of our local teams a healthy, competitive, and successful season. J.O. and Kentucky Farm Bureau have been insuring Frankfort since 1943. With them on your team, when you experience a loss from an accident or storm, it can be a real game changer.
Kentucky Farm Bureau agents wear a lot of hats. They're coaches, volunteers, church members, neighbors, someone who's there when you need them, especially when you need them most. That may be a lot of hats, but they're all the perfect fit. Kentucky Farm Bureau, big on commitment.
Welcome back to Great Crossing, Cal Oaks, Meredith Plant. We would be remiss. We showed all that quickness and suffocating pressure from Franklin County. We got to mention the fact the Flyers have some length and some strength that could be a serious factor in this game. Great Crossing's got to be very worried about Juliana Frazee and Rachel Shropshire.
Yes, both players are excellent post, but Rachel Shropshire, she can take the three, and she hits at least one a game, I think.
It's going to be a lot of pressure on Great Crossing. They have a player of that nature, and Ava Skierman stands 5'11", and also the 6'1" Kennedy Harrison. About ready for the national anthem. We'll be back after that with the starting lineups. Franklin County High School Flyers band getting the game, the night started in fine fashion as the lights go down. Great Crossing will be the visiting team wearing the blue tonight in their own building. It's got a cool effect with the daylight still outside, Meredith.
Yes, it's really neat.
Kendall Kearney, she is an 8th grader, all of 5'3". She gets her money's worth out there. Ava Skierman, as we mentioned, a senior. She's committed to the University of the Cumberlands. Olivia Tierney, still uncommitted senior, 1,000-point scorer. Those two are kind of like the team moms. They are fifth-year starters for the Lady Warhawks. J.L. Henderson transferred in the program this year from Parrish. She is a junior. And Kennedy Harrison, the 6'1" junior post, has had a couple of monster games this year. Some other nights where foul trouble has intervened. It's really important for her to Great Crossing to stay on the court if the Warhawks are going to have a shot. Madison Jackson being introduced for the Lady Flyers, the top-seeded Franklin County Lady Flyers. Leah Hogan, of course, in the starting lineup tonight not coming off the bench. They want her out there all 32 minutes if they can help it. Rachel Shropshire, 6'1", 6'2" on the wing, can really pop the three in addition to all the other things she provides out there. Juliana Frazee patrols the middle. Joey Thacker, the architect of it all, 500-plus wins. Not many better in this state. Should be a good one, Meredith. Any final thoughts before we tip this off?
Look for Franklin County to throw the ball inside to Frazee at the beginning, I think.
It's
my prediction.
Probably early and often would be if they had their way. Great Crossing, not going to turn this into a half-court game. I'm fairly confident of that. It's hard to change the stripes on a tiger or the spots on a leopard or the wings on a warhawk. They are going to want to run and transition themselves in their own right. So these are two teams that like to do business in a lot of the same manner. Just a matter of who asserts their will a little bit more. The Flyers win the tap, and Logan Kennedy, she was the fifth starter we didn't get to mention, sets up the offense. Hogan, defended by Tierney. Now Kearney on Kennedy. Inside to Frazee, you called that one, but they'll kick it out for a three. That's long, and Harrison grabs the rebound with a tip from Skierman.
Maybe a few first game jitters.
Yeah, and you come to expect that no matter how many times in a row you've won this or how many times you've beaten the team you're standing across from, that's going to be the case. Kearney with a three. The 8th grader feels right at home. No fear for Coach Matt Walls and the Lady Warhawks. 3-0. Hogan and Kennedy playing pass. In trouble is Jackson. Tierney deflected the ball out of bounds away from Hogan. It would stay with Franklin County. 1 minute gone in this one. Great Crossing up 3-zip.
And Great Crossing giving Franklin County a little bit of the dose of their own medicine with those traps on the wing.
The few times that Great Crossing's been able to hang with Franklin County over the years, it's been a night where Franklin County's outside shots didn't fall, but they can get it inside just as easily. On the backside, Shropshire lays it up and in, 3-2.
Great Crossing can't give up that baseline there.
They break the press and get a layup for Harrison, who misses, but she cleans up on the second. 5-2 GC. Hogan, guarded by Henderson now. Shropshire in the corner. Kennedy will pass it to Hogan for a three. That's short, so a couple of errant threes so far, but Shropshire chases down the rebound. Tierney hustles to try to take it away. Franklin County recovers and gets it into Frazee for an easy deuce.
Franklin County a little sloppy on that offensive play, but they hustled and they pulled out a two-pointer from Frazee inside.
That cuts it to 5-4. Skierman now picks up her dribble, dishes back to Henderson. Tierney. She will shoot from inside or out. Tries to find Skierman. They'll kick it to Henderson for a three. And Great Crossing is on fire from the perimeter early. 8-4, 2.5 minutes in.
Franklin County is going to have to defend the three-pointer. Great Crossing has come out on hot and on fire.
Tierney challenging Hogan there. She got rid of it. Hogan cuts to the basket and gets fouled, and talk about getting your money's worth. Skierman knocks her to the floor. Things are a lot easier, Matt Walls has told me many times this season, when you're making shots. Great Crossing has struggled at times from the field. Pretty much a 33-34% field goal shooting team from all distances, but a couple of threes early have set the tone.
The nice thing is when you start out hot, it builds confidence, and Great Crossing, they're on their home court. They got nothing to lose here.
And if you are the favorite like Franklin County, the longer that you let a team like Great Crossing hang around, the more confidence they're going to get, the more they're going to believe in themselves. Missed both free throws. Tierney quickly up to Skierman from the foul line. That was off the back of the rim and the backboard, no good. Hogan rebound. Skierman has been feast or famine at times from the field. 16 points the other night, as we mentioned. Inside to Frazee, guarded by Harrison. Henderson came to help. Hogan popped the three, no good. Long rebound to Tierney. Warhawks might have numbers. Tierney will take it to the rim, get it blocked by the Flyers and Logan Kennedy. It will stay with the Hawks.
And that's going to give Franklin County a little boost, a little bit of energy with that block.
Sometimes that's as good as a three-pointer, or in the boys' game, a dunk, that resounding block shot to get everybody awakened a little bit.
And the other night, Franklin County, you know, they were not shooting well at first in the first quarter. It was their defense that carried them. So they're going to come out aggressive on the defensive end, I think.
Tierney in the corner. Dribbles toward the foul line, bounces it to Kearney, thought about a three, now she drives, floater from 15 off the back rim, but Henderson with the rebound. Tierney resets, Skierman asks for the ball, gets it to Kearney for three from the corner, yes! 11-4, Warhawks. A surprise early, long way to go though. Franklin County's been here before. Great Crossing jumped out quick in the final last year. There was a second quarter rally that kind of took it back for the Flyers. We'll see if they can rally earlier. Frazee spins inside.
And that is what you have to do when you're Franklin County, and you've just got to dump the ball inside. Ooh.
Long pass, and Kearney is the star early with 8 points. She has outscored the Flyers, 13-6. Hogan, cross court, dangerous pass. Now she gets it back from Kennedy for a three. Missed that one. They are cold from outside. Shropshire chases down the rebound, though. Another long distance attempt is no good. Tierney rebound. Here come the Lady Hawks. Tierney up ahead. Leads Henderson. Bounces it into Kearney. Stops, spins. She's surrounded by players that are about a foot taller than she is, and she walks. Frazee and Shropshire both converged on Kearney, and the youngster had nowhere to go.
She was trying to dribble herself out of it, but she just got trapped by those two posts from Franklin County.
Younger sister, Claire Tierney, a freshman, checks in. She brings a little bit of post presence off the bench for the Warhawks. 5 minutes in, 3 minutes to play in the period. Flyers down by a surprising 7 early. Logan Kennedy to Rachel Shropshire from three, and she has hit a couple to get it within 4.
You've got to guard Shropshire on the wing. Like I said, she hits at least one a game.
Also a 1,000-point career scorer. Tierney bounces it through a trap to Skierman. Kearney finds Tierney. They've got Nia Carr, who's checked into the game in the corner. She gets tripped up, and they're going to get the Flyers for their first foul of the game at the 2:25 mark.
Great Crossing kind of got bailed out a little bit there. If I was number 23, I would have taken the jumper rather than try and take it inside on Frazee. I appreciate the aggressiveness, but you got to recognize when that player is 6'2", take the jumper.
Good call there. Carr, the freshman, venturing into the land of the Giants. Skierman had it batted away. Henderson recovered it. Now Carr with it. So you have Carr, a freshman, Claire Tierney, a freshman, Kearney, who has sat down for now, an 8th grader. Tierney off the glass. She got fouled before that, and she will get 2 free throws. As they say, it's in the act of shooting. She flung it toward the basket and sold it.
I really like how Great Crossing is moving the ball around the perimeter. They're keeping Franklin County on their toes, and they're being patient with their shots.
There's just no fear factor in these district games. We saw it the other night with the Western Hills boys. You know your rival well enough. You kind of know what each other's going to do. And that allows Great Crossing to maybe not have some of those nerves that you might have at a championship game.
Well, you know what Franklin County is going to do. They've played them twice already. I'm sure they've watched them on tape a billion times. They're going to come out with a full court press, and they're going to trap you on the wing. Don't let
Matt Walls or anyone else kid you. The whole season's really geared toward getting to Franklin County at the end. 2 free throws for Tierney, 15-9. Shropshire, you got to put someone on her. They do put Henderson, but she dribbles past her to the baseline, left it short. Second chance is good, and an and one opportunity for Logan Kennedy.
Kennedy was in the right spot at the right time and was able to grab that board. And she screamed in excitement when she hit that shot.
Kiana Taylor has checked into the game. That's another one with length for the Lady Flyers, 6 feet. Yeah, she was trying to get herself fired up and her team fired up after that make, and it worked. Even though she missed the free throw, the Flyers grabbed the offensive rebound. Chance to get within a couple or even closer here. Tierney gambled on the steal. Kennedy got rid of it to Shropshire. Someone's open. It is on the backside and lays it up and in. Kiana Taylor. So what was a substantial lead is down to 2 for the Hawks.
Rachel Shropshire was really seeing the floor well.
Tierney step back 3 is no good. Her sister grabs the rebound and gets bumped by Shropshire. That's the second on Rachel, so she will probably take a seat. It's the third for the Lady Flyers in this quarter. And an out-of-bounds underplay for the Warhawks. Henderson finds Skierman. Skierman dribbles behind her back, goes baseline, spins back, kicks it out. And Tierney will take her time, ticking down toward a minute to go in the first quarter. Her team up 2. Inside, J.L. Henderson has to back it out, throws it away. Chance to tie it here for Hogan, and a collision with Olivia Tierney. It will be before the shot, so it'll be on the baseline for the Flyers. There's the play by Hogan, always great anticipation, and once she gets in the open floor, that's about the only thing you can do is foul her.
And that is not what Great Crossing wants to do. Is that turnover was way too easy for Franklin County.
You want to limit those unforced errors. There's going to be plenty that are on the forced end of things. We have another foul before the ball can even come in bounds. They're going to say it's on Carr. So Kira Iriondo will check into the game. That's Carr's second. Chance to tie for the Flyers, perhaps take the lead with a 3. Long inbounds pass. Hogan lobs to Frazee and then cuts. Frazee will drive, blocked by Harrison. Rebound Henderson. Up ahead, Kearney back in the game. Left elbow jumper for Harrison is long and tipped to the Flyers. Hogan has it. 30 seconds to go, opening quarter.
Franklin County wants to wait and get their best shot here.
Another backdoor cut. And Walls wants to travel. He won't get it. And drawing the foul is Taylor. It's the 5th team foul. It would have been 2 shots regardless. They're going to get Iriondo for going over the top.
Franklin County has not shot the ball well from the free throw line so far. Let's see if they can.
And it continues. And that's one of the bugaboos for the Lady Flyers, even on their best teams and in their best years. 63.9% is okay. It's not the kind of free throw percentage that'll probably get you as far as you want in the postseason. Taylor hits 1 of 2, 15-14.
Yeah, if they'd hit a few more of their free throws, they would be up right now. Franklin County would. But
they've had their opportunities for sure.
But they're hanging in there. I mean, their language, their body language is positive right now. They're going to play the long game.
A little bit cold from the field, and they're still within a point. They've got to feel good about that. And there's a turnover as they knock it away from Kearney. Chance to take the lead at the end of this quarter. Drive, and Harrison will clothesline Hogan, and Hogan will have those 2 free throws to try to put the Lady Flyers in front.
That was an excellent take by Leah Hogan. She knew the time on the clock. She knew she had to take it in strong.
With authority. Leah Hogan, player of the game the other night. This Franklin County team, she's their leading scorer, although there's so much balance at 10-point-something points per game. To be the leading scorer on a team with 25 wins tells you something about what everybody across the board can do.
Franklin County has a very deep bench.
Hogan makes both, and the Flyers, despite kind of a rocky first quarter, could end it with the lead. Up and in. A buzzer-beating layup for Harrison. I think we're having clock issues.
Yeah, Coach Thacker was
He thinks that wasn't
gesturing.
long enough to get it down the court and get it up and in. We'll see what they decide. We had 2 issues in the final 20 seconds of the boys' game the other night.
It stopped at 1.7.
Mysterious. I mean, that's a judgment call right there.
I don't know.
Man, I don't think they can overthrow it or overturn it or overrule it at this point, but we will see.
I can see why Coach Thacker would not be happy, though.
I would be mildly miffed.
Yeah.
If I were Joey Thacker.
Because I almost was kind of waiting for the buzzer myself, and I was like, well, I don't hear it. I don't hear it. He's not happy.
He is bordering on livid now.
And he's usually pretty even
keel. Even keel is right.
So.
He directs, if anything, it's directed toward his team, not the officials.
Right. So
he will get them fired up.
In this case, I can't say I blame him for being a little hot about that. Especially, 17-16. This game is very close.
I love. Obviously, I'm a Georgetown guy. I love this facility, but they've had some issues with the scoreboard and the clock over the years of its existence.
Time to invest in a new system, you think?
I don't know. I've lost track. I'm sure Leah Hogan hit both free throws, and they only credited her with 1, and they have yet to put the layup on the board. So what have they decided? It'd be nice if they'd give us a call and let us know. Okay, they are going to count the layup. I guess it's 17-15. You could have fooled me. That may get lost in the shuffle because they were so worried about that final play and whether or not it beat the buzzer.
Oh, now it's 17-16. Okay. It's caught up.
Order has been restored here at Great Crossing High School. Let's take a quick break, and we'll be back with second quarter action.
Game of the Week is brought to you by Tim and Rebecca Hubbard with Exit Realty Crutcher. Choose local realtors that treat you like family because real estate is what we do and families are why we do it. In today's fast-paced housing market, you need realtors with experience who understand that timing is essential when finding the perfect home for the right price. Tim and Rebecca Hubbard with Exit Realty Crutcher are here to ensure that you and your family have a positive experience from start to finish.
Real estate is what we do,
and families are why we do it.
Welcome back to Great Crossing High School. Second quarter is underway. Warhawks with the ball. That is another dangerous pass that goes the wrong direction if you're a Great Crossing fan. There is a layup that's missed. Hogan hustles for the rebound, though. And a three-pointer wide open from the left wing is no good. Skierman corrals it.
Franklin County cannot get their outside shot going.
J.L. Henderson for 3. Hit one earlier. That one's in and out. Rebound Flyers.
Rachel Shropshire from Franklin County is the only one that's hit a three-pointer for them, and she's on the bench with 2.
Right now,
or
she
has
is
been
in
on the bench.
Foul trouble.
Yeah, with 2 fouls.
Blocked by Harrison. Tied up after that. It will stay with the Flyers, I believe, as the Warhawks had the opening possession. 17-16 your score. If you're just joining us, multiple lead changes. Lady Warhawks hit a flurry of threes early. A couple from Kearney, 1 from Henderson. The Flyers have gotten their transition game going. A hit-or-miss performance at the foul line got them in front, and a go-ahead bucket by Harrison as we ended the quarter. There's a takeaway from Kearney. Knocks it out of Kennedy's hands.
Excellent defense by Kearney there. She anticipated that.
And another unforced turnover as Kearney tried to bounce it into traffic. It was taken away by Hogan. Walking it across the timeline, the Flyers, both offenses have been told to start this second quarter.
Looks like Great Crossing has come out in a 2-3. They're going to keep trying to make Franklin County shoot the outside shot.
Harrison again has no choice, but you're just getting in the way of Hogan. That'll be her second foul, and Hogan's going to the line once more.
Props to Hogan. She is not letting that defense scare her one bit. She is taking it up strong every time and drawing the foul. And she should just keep doing it. She's getting fouled every time.
And if it's the second foul on Harrison, which it is, they're probably going to give her a few moments on the bench. They will, in fact, send in Claire Tierney. So this is where it gets into the danger zone for the Warhawks a little bit, as they try to shuffle the deck to stay in this one before halftime. Hogan makes the first to tie it up, hits the second for another go-ahead sequence for the Flyers. Kaya Wheeler checks into the game for the Lady Flyers. Give Hogan a breather. Tierney, drive, stop, off balance, nowhere near the rim.
A little bit of a forced shot there. Just keep swinging the ball around. She didn't have to take that, so.
Warhawks have forced a few things as of late. Hogan got the steal, and that set up the Flyers for another trip to the foul line, as Kiana Taylor will go after what I believe is Skierman's second foul. So the foul trouble is mounting. They put one on the board, but I know she had one earlier. That's the third of the quarter with only a minute and 41 seconds gone.
Yes, this game is very physical, and it's going to get the Warhawks in trouble.
The Flyers just have more depth and more size, and if it's going to be a half-court, play it in a phone booth kind of game where they take it to the rim and try to draw fouls, it's not going to end well for Great Crossing. It's one thing to not want Franklin County to get running, but they're just as adept when they can bang it inside. Here they get another offensive rebound off the missed free throw. Cross-court pass, dips and shoots and misses, but another offensive board, missed layup. Rebound Claire Tierney. Throws it to Henderson, Janelle Henderson, who stops on a dime and gets it to her sister. JL with it now, spins. The Henderson's playing pass. And finally get it in Tierney's hands.
Great Crossing looks like they're trying to set up a new offense here. New offensive set.
Things getting called closely as kind of a ticky-tack foul for the Flyers first.
Hogan's like, what? Probably because she's getting mauled on the other end. So now she's like, this is a foul.
Even it up a little bit. They're going to call that on me after I've gotten knocked to the floor a couple of times. Tierney directing traffic. Finds her sister Claire up and in. Warhawks back in front.
She had a lot of lift on that shot to get it over Frazee.
Savvy play by the freshman, and another strong take from the Flyers, and Madison Jackson draws the foul.
Great Crossing has got to figure out a way to get their foot on the line and stop letting Franklin County go baseline. They've done it 4 or 5 times, it seems like.
They're not going to have any players left to finish the half if he's going to sit everyone with 2 fouls at this rate. In and out. Boy, the Flyers' struggles from the foul line have really prevented them from ripping this open here.
Yeah, this Great Crossing team, they got to breathe a sigh of relief each miss that Franklin County has.
Great Crossing has gone in pretty much a lull ever since the early burst of threes. There have been a couple of exceptions. The bucket from Tierney a moment ago. Free throw was good to tie it there. Great Crossing has got to feel like they've avoided disaster. That was almost a turnover, but it was kicked by Hogan.
Great Crossing, they're going to have to anticipate that trap that Franklin County is going to throw at them. You can see it almost. They've got the 3 guards up front.
Kearney, head fake, stops, gets it back. Over to Liv Tierney, drives to the foul line, floater no good, rebound, Frazee had it. Claire Tierney tried to take it away and did in fact tie it up. It will go to Great Crossing. 4:54 to play in the half, all tied at 19. Timeout on the court.
Cal, we got a game.
We have ourselves a game. It's all we ask for. We got it so far.
If I'm Great Crossing coach, I would be drawing up plays to anticipate that half-court trap. If Franklin County
A
is
lot
going to
of
throw at them.
threes. A three-party. Kearney, not once, but twice. And how about Rachel Shropshire? She says, I can do that.
So far, she's been the only one, I think, for Franklin County that's been able to do
It has not
that.
been an outside sort of night for the Lady Flyers yet.
And that's how they started the game out on Tuesday, too. They were very cold in the first quarter, a little bit into the second quarter, but we'll see if they heat up.
I'm here representing Bird's Nest Broadcasting Network and newsgraphic.com, the corporate sponsors who've made it possible for us all year on your screen. No matter which school you support, when you see one of those businesses, please thank them for their support of high school athletics. Liv Tierney with the three from the corner that's no good. Goes the other way quickly for the Lady Flyers. It's the only way they do business is quickly.
Great Crossing seems to like the fast pace as well.
Both teams, they're kind of mirror images in that way.
And a lot of times that has been to Franklin County's advantage.
Hogan for the catch and shoot three, another miss, but another offensive rebound. The offensive rebounds and the fouls under the basket have been the story that's kept Franklin County in the game, as Claire Tierney is going to get whistled for that one for GC. They've hit the 5, so Franklin County in the bonus for the final 4:23. And at the line is Logan Kennedy. She puts the Flyers back in front.
And so far, the free throws have not hurt Great Crossing because Franklin County hasn't been hitting them, but Kennedy just hit her first one there, so we'll see if she gets them out of that slump.
Close call there as Kennedy sort of took an awkward shot. Tierney not quite in position to draw the offensive foul. A rare rhyming couplet of free throws for the Flyers to make it 21-19.
I can guarantee you Franklin County is going to be in the gym later on shooting free throws.
That would be the case. Skierman playing with 2 fouls. Tierney tried to bounce it inside, got it taken away again by the Flyers. Turnovers have got to be in double digits at this point for the Warhawks. Only by the good graces of a lot of missed threes that the Flyers have let them stay in it. They'll try to take another one and miss. Reminiscent of a game, I believe it was year 1 of the Great Crossing program, where the final score was in the 30s because the Flyers just couldn't buy a 3. Skierman with a strong take to tie it up and one.
That's exactly what Great Crossing needed right then, was a strong take to the hole. Now if she can get the and one here, that'll get her team really going.
Ava Skierman, you could easily describe her as fearless. She has been in enough of these Franklin County Great Crossing games over the past 5 years.
I'd say she's ready to win one.
She is about, I talked to her the other night after the game, and she just had kind of a smile on her face. She says, I can't tell you what we're going to do strategy-wise, but I just feel good about our chances. So far, she has proven a prophetess, 22-21 with the three-point play. There they go. They hadn't put her free throw on the scoreboard. Those scoreboard clock issues, I hope they don't continue cropping up. There is an almost turnover. They throw it into Frazee, another one that was dangerous, and finally they give it away. They tried giving it away a couple times before that.
Franklin County showing a little bit of frustration right now.
This is not what they're accustomed to in general, and certainly specifically against Great Crossing.
Not a bit. This game is a close game, and they are not used to that.
This just looks like a typical postseason game. Both teams a little tentative. It's dominated by defense.
Coach Thacker trying to holler for a foul there. He didn't
right
get it.
Elbow jumper for J.L. Henderson is no good. Rebound Flyers.
I'm wondering if Coach Thacker's going to put Shropshire in. Test it out, even though she has 2 fouls. I think they could really use her right now.
Coaches like to only do it in the event of emergency. But sometimes
this might be an emergency.
This might be. It's not a must-win game, but certainly you want to get the top seed going into the 11th region tournament.
There's a lot of...
They go the other way and get an and one opportunity for Claire Tierney. Off a turnover at the other end. Beautiful ball movement, gets it inside to the 9th grader. And here we go, Warhawks back up on top by 3. They had an early lead. that went away in a frosty shooting stretch from the field, coupled with turnovers.
Great Crossing has absolutely nothing to lose, and they're playing like it. They're playing loose. They're being aggressive. I like it.
Claire Tierney drains the free throw. 2-possession lead for Great Crossing, 25-21. Inside to Frazee, drops off to Kennedy, gets the help from the back rim. They have struggled when they don't get fouled, putting it in off the glass. There's a steal, chance to tie here on the run, 4-on-2. They bounce it inside for the easy bucket to tie it up.
That's the Franklin County we're used to seeing.
And again, the activity of Hogan, the quickness, the anticipation, the finish. 25 apiece with 2:16 to play in the half.
Franklin County forced Great Crossing to make a silly unforced error, and they made them pay on the other end with that easy layup by Hogan. I think if you're Great Crossing's coach, you're telling them, hang on a minute, slow it down a little bit, keep the ball under control, get it up the court, and keep penetrating and driving to the hole. Their aggressiveness has really paid off for them so far, and I think they'd like to get a few more Franklin County players in some foul trouble.
An offensive lull that Ava Skierman and Claire Tierney have awakened the Warhawks from with traditional three-point plays. Skierman made that pass to Olivia Tierney, who saved it to Carr, who dished it to Claire Tierney. 4 of the 5 players on the court wearing blue touched it in about a 2-second sequence in a beautiful play. And you hear the bands, the pageantry, both sides excited for this one. And don't forget, this is the first of 2 tonight. Great Crossing's boys will take on Western Hills for the title immediately following this one here on Cable 10.
Franklin County coming out with that
Another
half-court
takeaway.
trap.
Hogan with it. Chance to reclaim the lead. Into the corner for 3, and finally one goes down. Madison Jackson makes it a 7-0 run. And Skierman gets bumped. Another foul far away from the basket. It seems like all of Franklin County's fouls are getting called out here, and all of Great Crossing's are underneath the rim.
Yeah, Great Crossings are under the rim. They are not cutting off that baseline.
Skierman inside.
Good
Claire
ball
Tierney
movement.
kicks it out. Another beautiful pass, but they couldn't get the finish on the short jumper. A tie-up as Carr fighting Frazee, giving up at least 6 inches of height. Frazee will win the possession arrow.
I love that when a small guard gets in there and grabs it from the post player. That's when you tell the post player, keep the ball up high. Don't bring the ball down.
You have that advantage. Use it.
I can't tell you how many times I used to hear that. Don't bring the ball down, Meredith.
You're out there for one reason. It's to play keep away
Yeah.
from all those short people.
You're 6 foot tall.
Timeout on the court. Joey Thacker wants a 30. He saw something that he wanted to correct here in the final minute, 38. But his Lady Flyers on a little burst here after they got down by 4 again. Have scored the last 7 points. And it's all been predicated on defense. Good look at Olivia Tierney, one of the 2 seniors on this Great Crossing girls basketball team.
Great Crossing looks like they're in a 1-2-2, possibly, maybe man-to-man.
And they throw it too tall for Taylor. That's hard to do when she's 6 feet.
Right.
Great Crossing back with a chance to tie or at least get within 1. The Hendersons, the Tierneys, and Carr on the court right now for the Warhawks.
I can tell that Great Crossing has really practiced beating the traps that Franklin County
Tierney
sets.
spins off the glass, no good. Her sister can't grab the carom. It goes to Hogan. And Franklin County will try to extend this run with a minute to go. Another three, same spot, same result, same player. Madison Jackson has the Flyers on a 10-point binge. Tierney dribbles through trouble. Foul line jumper off the mark. Claire Tierney, put back, no good. Carr hustles to grab it and draw the foul.
And that's just when you're great crossing, you want to kick yourself. You got to hit those layups. In a game like this, every point is crucial.
You cannot afford to give away any opportunities. And we knew Franklin County would eventually heat up from three. They weren't going to stop taking them. Shooters got to shoot.
That's right. You shoot yourself out of it when you're in a little slump like that, a little lull.
Madison Jackson did the honors not once but twice. J.L. Henderson makes the first to get it back to a 5-point game. 36.3 seconds remaining in the half. Good one so far at Great Crossing High School, where the underdog Lady Warhawks are down 5. Can't convert there. Flyers on the run once more, taking it to the hole. No. Another putback opportunity. Still no. And Claire Tierney gets tied up by Hogan. It will stay with the Hawks with 26.1 seconds remaining. Carr to inbound.
Great Crossing just needs to get it through the full court trap. We know it's coming from Franklin County. Fake
and don't
up,
throw it away.
under.
Most of their errors against the Franklin County defense have been around that half court or just on the other side. They haven't really gotten into trouble.
And they've almost thrown it right to them. It's very, very unforced.
J.L. Henderson, they forced an over and back, did Taylor. Good defensive play there. And a one-on-one sequence for the Flyers, 16 seconds.
That hurts if you're Great Crossing. That is not what you wanted to see happen.
And they will move the inbound pass a little closer to the basket. Flyers probably going to opt for one shot. Hogan holds it.
I look for Hogan to drive or get it into Frazee. We'll see.
Taylor drives and gets bumped. And if it's on Skierman, it's her third. And it is.
If you're Great Crossing, you're frustrated right now.
With 3 seconds left.
That's one you don't want to give up. Yeah.
That's a hard one to swallow. Is you want her out there for defense, but that's a killer.
Not with 3 seconds left to give up that kind of foul.
No.
Yeah,
Taylor leaves the first one on the rim. She will sit down and give way to Janelle Henderson. Kiana Taylor will have one more. Great Crossing will have a chance for a desperation shot to end the half if they get the rebound or there's a make, which there is. 32-26. Frazee will get to sit down, get a little bit of an extended halftime.
Franklin County putting a little bit of pressure on. They don't want Great Crossing to get the easy shot.
Tierney just past half court. I don't think she was aware how much time was left. At the half, Franklin County making a run at the end, 11-1 to take a 32-26 lead. We'll come back with some highlights, some halftime entertainment. We'll talk about what we can expect in the second half and maybe later on tonight. Thanks for joining us on Cable 10. Stay with us, everybody.
Game of the Week halftime show is brought to you by Classic Gold. Art-carved class rings are available at Classic Gold Master Jewelers on 859 East Main Street in Frankfort.
Classic Gold Master Jewelers has an amazing selection of jewelry that anyone will love. Classic Gold also provides custom services like pearl restringing, engraving, watch repair, ring resizing, and custom designs. Classic Gold Master Jewelers, 859 East Main Street.
Franklin County dance team will entertain us here at halftime.
The Franklin County Dance Team. Let's give it up for them. And now, if I can have your attention, the 41st District in-game cheer competition took place over the first 2 rounds of this year's tournament. Cheer teams were judged on pregame, player intro, sideline, and cheer. This year's finalists were the Franklin County Flyers and the Great Crossing Warhawks. After the scorecards are tallied, our results are in. Your 41st District in-game cheer competition champions are the Great Crossing Warhawks. Congratulations to our champions, Great Crossing, and to our runner-ups, Franklin County. Let's go up for them again.
Congratulations, Great Crossing cheerleaders, for winning the in-game competition here at the tournament this week. All these performances being watched. We watched a good game here in the first half. Back and forth we went, Meredith.
It was a shoot-off at the beginning with Great Crossing hitting 3 after 3 after 3.
Kendall Kearney just not scared. An 8th grader hit a couple. J.L. Henderson hit one. But Rachel Shropshire came back and shot the Flyers back into it with 2 of her own.
Franklin County was living on that baseline all the first half.
Living at the foul line for much of the second quarter as a result. Skierman with an and one. And then this beautiful play, connect the dots. Tierney saved it. Olivia Tierney and Claire Tierney ended it with a 3-point play.
Franklin County coming back with 3-pointers of their own, finally heating up.
The difference in the game right now, 6 points, 2 threes from Madison Jackson down the stretch. And that's where we're at, 32-26. We'll have some words from our sponsors, and then we'll be back with second half action, maybe some scoring information, stats from the first half as well. Hang in there. We'll have 16 more minutes to crown a champion.
FPB delivers more value to our customers with Watch TV Everywhere. It's the free extra service that lets you watch favorites from your TV package on the go. Take a few minutes to sign up at fpb.cc and you'll be all set to explore many channels and on-demand shows on any internet-connected computer, laptop, tablet, or smartphone. Watch TV Everywhere. Another great way FPB delivers the choice, convenience, and value you want.
Tune in to Around 10, Frankfort's very own morning show. We cover all the happenings in the capital city every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 10 a.m. live on Cable 10, Facebook, and YouTube. Remember, if it happens around town, it's on Around 10.
Today, we customize everything. So why not customize your video choices with NextBand Stream, the new video streaming app from FPB. Just install NextBand Stream on your smart TV, mobile, and streaming devices. Then watch with features like Restart and Replay TV, plus Cloud DVR to record cable and local channels. Powered by fast, reliable FPB internet and Wi-Fi. Customize your video. Call or visit FPB online to sign up.
Welcome back to Great Crossing High School. Just about ready to start the second half of this 41st District Girls Championship. Franklin County with the 6-point lead. Hasn't been easy for the 10-time reigning defending champion Lady Flyers as they got down substantially out of the gate. Roared back only to see Great Crossing rally once again. There have been 7 lead changes, 5 ties. Great Crossing led 11-4 to start the game. So the biggest lead of the game belonged to the Warhawks at 7. Turnovers were a key, 10-3 in the wrong direction for the Warhawks. Rebounds were just about even. Fouls also a problem for Great Crossing. They had a dozen called on them. Franklin County 9 for 17 from the line. They've got to feel like they could have put this one a little farther out of reach. Frazee going to try to do it inside and get them going that way, but gets called for the travel after the offensive rebound. So Franklin County's offense starts with an empty possession.
Well, she was double and almost triple teamed down there. It's tough to get a shot off.
She draws a crowd.
Yes.
Rachel Shropshire missed much of the first half of Franklin County. She's back with the 2 fouls. Skirman playing with 3, has it for Great Crossing, spins, backs away from the basket as she let it go. No good. Rebound Flyers.
Franklin County looking to push the ball up the court. That's their game. They love to play fast.
Cal Oaks, Meredith Plant bringing you this one as Franklin County tries to stave off the upset bid by Great Crossing, hosting this tournament for the first time. There is a foul line jumper that's no good and rebounded by Harrison. It's been hit or miss from the outside for the Flyers, and it leads to a run out for Liv Tierney to get it within 4.
Franklin County getting a dose of their own medicine with that run out from Great Crossing. They're used to doing that to other teams.
They do it all the time. And Great Crossing has minimized it. They've tempted them to shoot from outside. Hogan missed long range. Shropshire missed on the second chance. Skierman comes away with it. Ava Skierman, jump stop, left it short, but Harrison on the rebound. Kicks it to Kearney. Kearney for 3. Had 8 points in the first half, in and out with that one. That would have been her third 3 of the night and probably would have brought the house down.
That was a beautiful shot. She was open. She should take it. Almost went in, just couldn't get it to drop.
Coach Matt Walls has encouraged her to take it. Again in traffic, again Frazee to miss. Great Crossing on the run, 3-on-3, Liv Tierney to the basket, just can't get the layup to fall, and that's been the struggle for Great Crossing at times. They like to run, but finishing. Not just tonight, but all season long. There is another 3 from Jackson, who was the shooting star at the end of the half. It missed, and Frazee couldn't chase down the rebound.
I love how aggressive Frazee is being on the offensive board. She's been involved in the past 3 plays, at least touching the ball, getting a rebound.
And that tells me that it was a concerted effort and a challenge from Coach Joey Thacker.
Get the ball inside, crash the boards.
Stop settling. Because when they got back into this game, as J.L. Henderson hits from the top of the key, I was going to say when Franklin County got back into this game and how they got back into it was pounding the ball inside, even if it was on the drive and drawing the contact repeatedly. There's a baseline drive,
oh.
No good. And it will stay. They'll say it went off of J.L. Henderson as she and Hogan battled for it. 5:11 to go, third quarter, 2-point game.
I just want to see Great Crossing cut off that baseline so bad.
It has been open repeatedly, but Franklin County hasn't been able to cash in here to start the second half. Drive and kick from Frazee. Left the shot short. Again off on the rebound. Third opportunity for Shropshire, and she'll go to the line.
Shropshire kept battling for the offensive rebound. Like you said, I think that was probably a challenge that Coach Thacker gave to the team at halftime. I don't know that, but we'll go with it.
We can say it's suspicious, just the timing of it. We saw it the other night with the Western Hills boys. I'm sure they said, get the ball to Javion, because he had 6 points in the first half and 23 after intermission. Woo. Nia Carr's third foul leads to 1 of 2 at the line from Shropshire. Kearney gets the rebound and is on the run. She'll pull it out. Over the top to Skierman in the backcourt. Chance to tie if they hit a 3. Skierman in trouble with the 3 fouls. Got to be careful. Drive and dish to J.L. Henderson. Missed the short jumper. It gets knocked out of Harrison's hands, and it will stay with GCHS.
Sherman was looking for the drive. Just too much traffic in the lane there for her to get through.
Skierman to Henderson. Henderson for the tie. No. Back rim, no good. Rebound, Hogan. Lost the handle momentarily. 4.5 minutes to go, third quarter. Flyers only have 1 point this half.
You can see them. They're looking inside to Frazee every time.
Hogan, when all else fails, get it to her to drive to the basket, but she lost the handle underneath in the lane, and it will go to GC.
Hogan taking it strong, but lost the ball.
Good defense there to go straight up by Skierman with the 3 fouls and impede her just enough to get in her head. Tierney got it knocked away. Great play there by Wheeler. Leading to the run out. A Great Crossing doing a good job getting back. Not enough to contest.
That gets Franklin County's bench standing up, cheering.
Kennedy answered by Kearney on the in and out 3 again. Tierney with the putback, no. Gosh, the missed layups will haunt Great Crossing. The missed free throws have haunted Franklin County so far.
Coach Walls is begging, challenging the ref, saying, please call a foul, please call a foul. Well, this ref called a foul, but probably not what Coach Walls wanted.
He's certainly got to be frustrated with
there's a lot of contact.
The ratio of fouls in this game. It's been about, in fact, it has been 2-1. That doesn't always mean anything. One team's style of play can bring that about.
Well, Franklin County has been very aggressive driving to the basket. And I know I keep saying this, but they've taken them on baseline every time and drawn the foul if they haven't got the shot in the hole.
Hogan bounces it inside, short. Tie up as Taylor and Harrison wrestle for it, and it will go to the Hawks. Defense has dominated the second half so far. 1 field goal, 3 points for Franklin, 4 points for Franklin. No, it is 3, and 4 for the Warhawks. So still a 5-point game, and Great Crossing's got to be happy with that as we get down to the latter stages of this third period. Skierman spinning around, can't find anything, and what's the call going to be? Have a little bit of a conference there between officials, and now one of them stepping between Skierman and Hogan, 2 competitors. Saw that the other night with Skierman and Peyton from Frankfurt.
Skierman is, she was trying to grab the ball back from Hogan. Hogan's like, I'm just playing good D.
Skierman spotted up and got open for the out of bounds under, missed it. Harrison got the second chance though and will go to the line. Taylor with the foul at the 2:53 mark, and Harrison, the left-handed free throw shooter, will have 2. Makes the first. There's the shot by Skierman, that back rim, but Harrison right in the right place. to cash in with 2 free throws. 35-32. Hogan stopped. Inside to Shropshire. That was an awkward shot, but rebounded by Kennedy. No, Shropshire again on the backside. The putback makes it 37-32.
Yeah, Great Crossing needs to know where Shropshire is at all times. If she's down by the basket, she's 6'1". She's an excellent rebounder.
Making her presence felt. She struggled a little bit from the outside, although hit 2 shots in the first half. It was more the fouls that caused problems there. And how about, you want to talk about problems?
That's not what Great Crossing wants.
That is number 4 on Ava Skierman. She can't believe it.
She's going to have to go out.
And that is going to be problematic for the Lady Warhawks, as they are down 5 with their heart and soul emotional leader, or one of their 2 senior leaders, sitting on the bench. 2 minutes to play, third quarter. Critical spot for the Warhawks, as they've got to tread water a little bit here with Skierman out of action. Drive off the glass and in. Beautiful play by Kennedy. And the Flyers have their largest lead of the night at 7. Timeout, Matt Walls and the Warhawks.
Franklin County's taking it baseline. Once again, Kennedy getting the score there. Lady Warhawks have got to cut off the baseline and also challenge Franklin County to hit the ball from three-point land.
It worked for them early because Franklin County was eager to hoist it, and most of them didn't go in. Now you got to be ready to rebound if that's going to be your...
And I would say keep fouling almost. Franklin County hasn't hit a lot of their free throws this evening. But the problem is Great Crossing is now in foul trouble. So
Skierman with 4, Carr with 3. When you look up and down the bench, not a lot of options. He's gotten a lot of mileage, has Coach Matt Walls, out of Claire Tierney tonight. His younger players really did a bulk of the scoring in the first half, as Kearney had 8, Claire Tierney had 5. J.L. Henderson has been heavily involved. Great Crossing walking it up.
Shropshire at the top, ready to trap any moment.
Got it knocked out of her hands, did Tierney. And the Franklin County, those quick hands, that transition offense created out of defense, starting to cause problems for the Warhawks as time will get short here with 1:08 to go in the third quarter. Inside, no good. Shropshire again missed the follow, and another tie-up on the glass.
Yeah, I think Coach Thacker wants a foul down there on Shropshire. I'd love to see a replay to see if there was any contact on that offensive board.
Both coaches politicking here, as they've called it closely at times, and at other times,
that's a foul.
Harrison got a hand in there.
Yeah, Coach Thacker
may have
was
had
right.
more than ball. (39-32), Franklin County lead and the possession with 53 seconds to go in the third quarter. Wheeler, a rainbow, no good. Harrison rebound. Claire Tierney's wide open. Kind of got a cherry pick layup there to get back to within 5. Saw her sister do that earlier. Now Claire with 7 points.
Franklin
Just
County's
as quickly.
Gotta get back.
Flyers taking a quick shot that maybe they didn't need to take in that situation and pay the price with a foul going the other way. So the Warhawks maybe can take advantage and make a little run here at the end of the third. They trail by 5, 30 seconds. Kearney to J.L. Henderson, back to Kendall Kearney. Over to Claire Tierney, bounces it to Harrison, blocked.
Excellent defensive
Madison
play.
Jackson, 10 seconds. They get it inside to Taylor for the finish.
Oh, that's got to give Franklin County a lift at
That's
the
a
end
huge
of the quarter.
swing.
Yeah.
What could have been a 3-point game goes back to a 7-point game with 8 minutes to play. Let's hear from some sponsors and come back for the exciting finish of this 41st District Girls Championship.
Call David Tolles Auto Pro for all your automotive needs.
Don't let your car keep you from making important plans. Take it to David Tolles Auto Pro, 515 Duncan Road and 1348 Versailles Road.
Hey, that was my friend Logan's soccer coach. Why'd you wave at her?
Because she's also our Kentucky Farm Bureau insurance agent. She's the one that helped us get our house fixed after that big storm last year.
Well, that explains the name of their team.
Which is?
The Storm.
Good one.
Kentucky Farm Bureau Insurance. Big on commitment.
Cal Oaks with Meredith Plant back at Great Crossing High School for the fourth quarter of what the Lady Flyers of Franklin County hope will be their 11th consecutive district championship, but they've been in a fight. As Great Crossing, fueled by some younger faces out of necessity, a lot of foul trouble, some rocky moments offensively with turnovers, with missed layups, but somehow, some way on their home court, the Warhawks are still in this one.
They sure are, Cal. And Franklin County is going into this quarter with all the momentum from that last second layup.
Yeah, the block by Madison Jackson led to a Kiana Taylor finish at the other end. As Great Crossing was hoping to cut it to 2 or 3, they were now down 7. Kearney trapped, gets rid of it. Henderson loses the handle, though, and the finish for Wheeler.
You could almost feel that coming with the pressure from Shropshire up top. She's so tall. Her arms are so long.
That little adjustment making a difference as Franklin County has its largest lead of the evening, and almost a throwaway there. A hand of Jackson in at the last minute to knock it out. 7:31 remaining. This is about what the margin was at the end of the third quarter, start of the fourth quarter a year ago, and Great Crossing just couldn't buy a bucket down the stretch. They don't have to get in panic mode yet, but
they need
to get something going badly.
I think if they could get a three-pointer, that would really lift their confidence.
Instead, they throw it away. They had 10 turnovers, in the first half. They're going to say that's an and one, and the lead is double digits. I didn't know if they'd say it was on the floor and there was some continuation there, but Logan Kennedy gets the finish after the bump from Liv Tierney.
Logan Kennedy having a heck of a night tonight.
She is making it happen in transition. It was Hogan in the second quarter getting to the rim, but Kennedy more consistently cashing in. Missed the free throw, though, gets her own rebound.
No block out there from Great Crossing. It gives Franklin County another possession.
The legs may be going away for the Warhawks. There was a miss from Shropshire, but another putback opportunity for Kennedy. Kennedy Harrison had a hand on it, got it knocked away. It will go to Great Crossing. But the margin is now 11.
Great Crossing's got Spearman in again, even though she's got 4 fouls. She's going to have to play a little careful, but they really need her right now.
Skierman trapped, taken away. 3-on-2 for the Lady Flyers. And the bucket.
Yeah, Skierman, smart play there, just hands up straight.
Rachel Shropshire with perhaps a dagger in transition there, off the glass and in, and the lead is a baker's dozen.
Great Crossing just not able to get off a good shot. Franklin County's defense has been amped up this quarter.
Skirman throws it to Carr. Tierney for 3. Cuts it back to 10.
That's what they needed.
That's what you get out of a senior who's been in this spot before. 6:16 to play. 10-point game.
Great ball movement by Great Crossing there to get that three-pointer. They got to pull it out, though. It's a 10-point game now, Cal.
What are you saying if you're Coach Matt Walls here to try to rally your team?
Block out, fake your pass high, but throw it low against Shropshire when she's at the top of the key, trying to trap you, and swing the ball around and get a good shot. That's what I'd say.
Easier said than done, but you're right.
Call me Coach Plant.
We will call you.
I can tell you exactly what to do. It's just
one thing.
it.
It's one thing to say, okay, this is how we do it. It's kind of what we're going to see in the boys' game. There's a lot of ways you could say, okay, this is how we're going to attack Great Crossing with all its athletes, but
I'll just do it.
Yeah, just go out and make it happen. It's as easy as X and O. Franklin County maybe unusually taking a little air out of the ball here with 5:53 to play. Ball is in their court in every sense of the word. They lead by 10. And a tangle of the feet. Tierney can't believe that they're going to get her teammate for the call there. They think it was just a player falling down on her own. We'll see the replay.
Yeah, let's check this out.
A little bump at the end.
There was contact
from Nia Carr for her 4th foul.
Maybe a little bit of falling and contact.
Maybe knee to knee there, but yeah.
Crazy back in for Franklin County.
And coming in from the back, and Tierney getting her money's worth on the foul.
Oh, wow.
Chomping the gum, clapping her hands.
She's like, all right.
Tough as nails.
Not going to let you score.
Hogan going to earn it the hard way.
Oh, I think she had a few words there.
A couple of choice ones.
Yeah. Oops.
Hogan can't roll in the first one. Free throws were an adventure in the first half. 9 for 17 were the Lady Flyers. Think how big that lead could be if they made even half of those.
Like I said, Coach Thacker's going to have them shooting free throws all weekend long.
This would be out of reach. Hogan does convert the second. 5:43 to go. Her team leads by 11. Shropshire will sit down. Logan Kennedy, who has been a menace. You saw her there. Frazee challenging Carr, who has 4 fouls. Lobs it to Harrison, lost the handle.
Right idea, just couldn't get her hands on it.
The turnover total has been troublesome for the Warhawks, to say the least. In addition to the fouls.
I like the pressure that Great Crossing is applying. Franklin County getting that baseline again.
And one. Madison Jackson.
Her own player almost knocked her
friendly
over.
fire.
She's like, come on. Don't knock the wind out of me here. You're my own teammate.
Madison Jackson's having a player of the game kind of night. Hit a couple of huge threes. Had a big block shot at the end of the 3rd quarter. And now a 3-point play to give her team a 2-touchdown lead.
Jackson has owned that baseline tonight. I can't tell you how many times she's scored or gotten fouled, or in that case, both.
Made Great Crossing pay, and now it's go time for the Warhawks. Tierney tripped up. They'll get Hogan for that one, her 4th. 5:08 to play in this 41st District title game. Franklin County, its last loss to a district opponent was in the 2013 final to Frankfort High. 11 undefeated seasons if they can hang on here in the district. And they're going to get Tierney, and if she's not careful, they're going to get her with a technical.
Yeah, she's protesting. I think that's her fifth.
Out of the game anyway.
That's why she's like, I don't care. I'm going to protest. I'm out
it's
anyway.
It's not a career-ending situation because she will play in the 11th region tournament, but Matt Walls has had about enough.
Assistant coach says, sit on down.
That's Coach Dudley Mattingly. One of his jobs,
is to calm him down.
His I'll tell you what his job with Coach Billy Hicks was at Scott County. One of his jobs was to count which ref was calling which fouls on which players.
Okay.
So sometimes they do track that. He used to chart deflections as well. And yes, his other job is to be the get-back coach and grab Matt Walls and make sure he doesn't get a technical here that would put his team way out of contention.
I mean,
taking advantage of the opportunity to administer an earful right now.
I was going to say, the play's over. The ref's like, okay, now we're just chit-chatting.
Talking about the post-game grub in the hospitality room, maybe? I don't know. Juliana Frazee is going to shoot 2 free. She's smiling all the while.
Yeah.
She's a cool customer.
She knew that play was big. And that's a momentum shifter for Great Crossing.
Missed the free throw. This is not a recording for the Lady Flyers. They're in double-digit misses from the line now. 1 for 2, 52-37. This fourth quarter is not going to be a quick one.
No.
5:03 to play.
Great Crossing desperately needs a basket or two here.
They no longer have Tierney. Skierman has 4 fouls. Carr has 4 fouls. And all that chatter
You've paid off.
Merited and earned a ticky-tack call against the Flyers.
That's what I was going to say. I was a little, I don't know.
Henderson inbounds to Carr.
That's a walk.
Yeah, they're going to get a push before the walk, or a push that caused the walk on Jackson.
This game has been very physical, Cal.
Yes, it has.
It's
not
long.
getting any less so as we move forward. Carr, catch and shoot. No. Tipped away. It will stay with Crossing.
I like that shot for her. She was open. You got to take it when you get it now, especially with 4:48 left on the clock. You can't dilly-dally. You got to score. Hogan back in for Franklin County, even though she has 4 fouls.
The boys' game was scheduled to start at 8 o'clock. It is 7:47, and we have 4:48 just to tell you how it's going here.
A lot of fouls. Very competitive
I thought
game.
8 o'clock was a little optimistic.
Yeah.
You allow an hour and a half in a championship doubleheader. It's not nearly enough. I think they do all the net cutting after, at least, after everything's over.
Ooh.
Iriondo barely saved it to Carr. Now Skierman open for 3.
Yes.
Ava knocks it down, 52-40.
That's what Great Crossing
Kept
needs
them alive.
right now.
They need a bunch more. They're going to get a travel.
Oh.
Skierman nodding as if to say, yep, not my 5th, not my 5th.
I don't know. I felt like Franklin County's player, Wheeler, was a little out of control, but.
Yeah. Another 3-pointer. That one's way off the mark, but Skierman gets the long bounce. She'll drive, put it off the glass, no good. Rebound comes away to Franklin County. Up ahead to Hogan. Beautiful look from Logan Kennedy. Hogan with the finish. Timeout on the court with 3:58 to play.
Momentum has definitely shifted to Franklin County.
Skierman's 3 took it away momentarily as you see that one go down, but just as quickly the Flyers come back and make it happen in transition. We'll go to a quick break and come back with the conclusion of this one. Stay with us on Cable 10.
Game of the Week is brought to you by Whitehead Hancock. Whitehead Hancock Plumbing has been serving Frankfort families for more than 100 years. You can trust Whitehead Hancock for all your plumbing, heating, cooling, and septic needs. Call them today at 502-227-2213 for 24-hour emergency service or visit their website at whiteheadhancock.com.
Welcome back to Great Crossing High School. Finishing up this 41st District girls basketball final. It has been a start and stop affair here in the second half with a lot of whistles. And you see Ava Skierman, she's playing with house money right now, 4 fouls. Her team down 14. Her senior classmate Olivia Tierney has already fouled out. So the needle is on E and flickering right now for the Lady Warhawks.
Yeah, definitely with Tierney fouling out, that takes away a scoring threat for Great Crossing, and Franklin County can really focus on Skierman and keeping her from driving to the basket, because I think that's what she likes to do the most.
Cal Oaks and Meredith playing here. We've had a good time bringing you this one, bringing you home with 3:50 to play. Great Crossing needs points in a hurry. Kendall Kearney had the hot hand early in this game. She has the ball right now. Inside to Skierman. Kicks it to Iriondo for a corner three. Front rim no good. Rebound Taylor. Franklin County can slow it down. Doesn't need to be in any hurry whatsoever. They're in the bonus, the 2-shot bonus. If you're just watching some of your first high school basketball this season, once you get to 5 fouls in a quarter.
Franklin County's playing keep away.
That's a smart move at this point because they have some foul trouble too. Leah Hogan with 4.
Great Crossing trying to trap.
Hogan with it, gets it to Shropshire. Frazee, high post, kicks it back out.
This is when you kind of wish there was a shot clock.
This is what you can do when there isn't one. Not Franklin County's nature.
No, this is very unusual, but
Carr is going to foul out with the reach in.
They almost kind of had to foul there. Just to
2:37 to play, and stepping back to the line, Franklin County. Leah Hogan as Janelle Henderson checks in for Carr. Winner of this game will be one of the 4 1 seeds in the 11th region tournament and host a quarterfinal game Monday night. The loser goes on the road to face the champion from one of the other 3 districts. That draw is tomorrow morning. Hogan missed the second free throw. Skierman with the rebound. Skierman takes the distance. Reach and foul on the Flyers. Whistle every 5 seconds here in this fourth quarter.
Skierman trying to take this team on her back right now. She knows they've got nothing to lose.
That's only the first foul. That's an actual player with 1 foul at this point in the game. Logan Kennedy. Bravo for Logan. Skierman will have 2. Both teams into the bonus now. Rattles home the first. The stopped clock is one of Great Crossing's best friends in the world right now, as it's their only hope.
Yeah.
Franklin County evaporated a good 30 seconds or more on that last possession that it had.
Franklin County's in with a really tall lineup right now, too.
It's hard for them not to be.
That's true, but I think that's playing to their strategy of keep away.
And they're long, but they're also such good ball handlers, all of them, and good passers, and we'll see if they can be. We'll see if they can be good foul shooters down the stretch. Right. They are certainly good from the outside. Taylor dips and shoots, makes it.
Taylor's really come through for Franklin County tonight. She's had a very nice game, complete game.
It's been a lot of one out of 2 trips to the line for the Flyers to leave the door ever so slightly ajar for Great Crossing, but time's a wasted. J.L. Henderson long on the 3. Janelle Henderson runs down the rebound, finds her sister. Kearney gives it up to Skierman. They'll work it to Iriondo in the corner. She can't hit. And the rebound comes down to Taylor. 2 minutes to play in this one. Flyers up 15, and it is all but, you can all but engrave their name in another trophy for the 11th consecutive year. Lady Flyers. It's a rare long, relatively long road trip as they had to cross the county line to claim this one, but free throws not helping their cause.
I'm frustrated for Franklin County.
It's a tough night at the office. 1 of 2 again for the 57-41 lead. Shropshire will sit down along with Kennedy. They'll roll the ball to save a skosh of time, not any great amount. And Skierman right to the bucket to draw the foul.
Took a hard fall there, but she got up quickly.
She takes a lot of hard falls. She's definitely a human bruise. They used to call Braley McMath the human bruise for great crossing, but Skierman kind of took the baton after McMath graduated.
She just couldn't get that one to fall either.
She's had a tough year shooting. She'd be the first one to tell you, but one thing about her is she has the confidence to take the next one. And that's what you want in a player.
I like that she plays really hard every time, every play. Oh, that
rebound
almost,
and a foul.
That looked intentional. We'll see what they call.
Fourth foul on Janelle Henderson.
Yeah.
Just trying to tie it up, and then the push in the back afterwards. You did see that.
Yeah, a bit intentional, but they didn't call it an unintentional.
At this point, 1:49 to play. Let's just get this to the finish line, folks.
We're just trading free throw line shots here.
Another miss.
At the end of the fourth.
Look at some potential first-round opponents for Franklin County. Whoever it is, they can't afford to shoot free throws like that on Monday. 1 of 2 at the line for Wheeler. 58-41.
Franklin County subbing in and out.
Got a lot of offense for defense
Yeah.
and defense for offense subs you see down the stretch here. Great Crossing, not so much, because they've already had a couple of players foul out, and a couple others in danger.
I think Franklin County has got a pretty strong hold on this game, but this is good practice for them.
Great Crossing has certainly extended it as much as humanly possible. Janelle Henderson for 3. That's no good. Rebound, Iriondo. We'll kick it out to Skierman from very deep. Short. Rebound,
right.
Taylor.
I'm okay with that shot.
You got nothing to lose at this point. 90 seconds.
She's your best player out there. You want her to shoot it.
There are no 17-point plays, but if you can get 3 at a time, and you know the way the free throws are not going in for Franklin County, you make a couple of shots if you're Great Crossing and force them to the line.
Great Crossing.
I think at this point I might call off the Dogs.
Yeah, they're applying great pressure. They're not giving up, but it's getting
Playing
a little
all
sloppy.
32 minutes. There's a takeaway, so the Warhawks get something out of it. And Skierman for an and one opportunity. She will not go down without a fight.
No, not
It is
at all.
not in her DNA.
She's looking up at the score right now. Thinking,
She's trying to think, okay, how can we come back in 58 seconds? How can we do this?
How many three-pointers do I
Let's
need
do the
to
math.
hit?
How many more trips to the line do I need?
I really do have to give props to Great Crossing tonight. I think they kept the game closer than any of us would have thought.
Well, certainly a lot of people wouldn't have thought after losing by 54 and 20 during the season. They had a 7-point lead about 3 minutes into this one. Just could not sustain it with too many turnovers, and the shooting percentage kind of went down after that first quarter. Clock stops again for a foul at the 52.9 second mark. Emily Corrigan in the game. You're seeing some new faces for Great Crossing. A young team across the board. This is going to be very likely the matchup that we continue to see. We've seen it 5 years in a row, and with both teams being heavy on underclass people. Don't be surprised if it's 6 in a row next year.
Franklin County hits 2 free throws in a row by Kennedy. Rolling the ball in for Great Crossing.
Tournament should be at Franklin County next year, if I'm not mistaken. There is Kearney on the 3 and a putback for J.L. Henderson. Warhawks still fighting.
I was going to say, Walls still has him out there. The full court press and
again,
fouling.
It's not in his DNA to give up either. He has learned. He has been coached by a couple of Georgetown greats. He's played for Billy Hicks. He's coached under Chris Briggs at Georgetown College. And now trying to bring that intensity to this Great Crossing girls program. They have taken on his style of play. They get after it for all 32 minutes.
They're very, very aggressive. I like that.
This fourth quarter has taken 32 minutes of real time. There is, again, 1 of 2 free throws and an offensive rebound. Things that we've said a lot tonight.
Oh, my goodness. They're dragging this out.
She said the quiet part out loud, ladies and gentlemen, because that's what I was thinking. Oh, my goodness gracious sakes alive. We got another game after this. At least I do. Is
the boys are probably
the boys are getting ready for what
looks
like an 8:30 tip-off at this point. Great Crossing and Western Hills in that one. You can watch it here on Cable 10. If you're watching on the YouTube platform, you'll have to back out and go into the new link. You can find it on the Cable 10 page.
Great Crossing putting in 5 new subs. Franklin County now subbing in.
That might mean the white flag has been waved and that we can have 31.1 seconds tick off relatively
consecutively,
breezily. We will knock on wood. 62-46. Corrigan, short, rebounded by the Flyers. Walton trying to tear it away from a Great Crossing pursuer. And of course, it winds up with a foul. They're going to get Claire Tierney. I will be interested to see the final stats, to see the total fouls called on both teams, because it's just an enormous number. There were 19 in the first half. I know it's been more in the second. Walton sinks the first.
Walton not getting a lot of minutes tonight, but she is an excellent post player.
She has seen a lot of time in this rivalry over the years. I've seen her on the court quite a bit. And you know what? She just made 2 free throws. So let's give her a call for that, because it's not something we've seen at either end of the floor much tonight. Rainbow 3 is no good. A second chance, however. Put back for the Lady Warhawks as they go down fighting, but go down in defeat. 64-48, Sierra Bartholomew. You know it's deep in the bench when I have to look at the roster for Great Crossing after all the games I've watched this year. Warhawks gave it a fight and then some. But the Lady Flyers are now 11-time reigning champions. We'll have our play and player of the game after this.
The Game of the Week Play of the Game is brought to you by Esprit Credit Union. Esprit Credit Union wishes all our local teams a great season. Show your local spirit with a spirited debit card featuring your school colors and mascot. Open an Esprit Spirited account today and let the rivalry continue. Federally insured by NCUA.
Esprit Credit Union wishes all our local teams a great season. Score $5 for the high school of your choice simply by opening a Spirited account featuring your school colors and mascot on your debit card. Show your support. Flyers, Panthers, or Wolverines. Who will raise the most? Go to Esprit.org today. Choose wisely. Western Hills, Franklin County, Frankfort High. Let the rivalry continue. Federally insured by the NCUA.
Your play of the game is presented by Esprit Credit Union. And it's defense to offense. How many times did we see that tonight? On the floor, Wheeler to Hogan. To Kennedy for the finish.
Kennedy with an excellent game.
She got things accomplished at the rim when it was tough sledding there at times. And the player of the game, presented by Clark's Pump and Shop, and it will be none other than Madison Jackson. Hit 2 huge threes at the end of the first half, and then at the end of the third quarter, a block shot that led to a bucket that was a 4-0 swing, essentially. Could have become a 3-point game and became a 7-point lead for the Flyers going into the fourth, and they ripped it open from there for a 64-48 victory. Any final thoughts on this one, Meredith, before we wrap this up and turn it over to the boys?
If you're great crossing, you got to feel good about how you played. You got to hold your head up high and just go on into the regional tournament. If you're Franklin County, you're going to practice some free throws.
A hard-fought battle ends with the 11th consecutive championship for the Franklin County Lady Flyers. Congratulations to the Lady Flyers and Coach Joey Thacker. They will host a game on Monday in the 11th Region Tournament. Great Crossing will be on the road. For Meredith Plant, for the Cable 10 team, I'm Cal Oaks saying stay with us. Switch over to the boys game. We'll have that one for you shortly. Great Crossing in Western Hills for the boys title in the district. Stay tuned.
Great job, ladies. Let's give it up for them. Check 1, 2. Check 1, 2.